morning, friends. Dr. Devashish Bhattacharya, based in Salalah, Oman. I've been thinking, I've been posting regularly video clips, I've been expressing my feelings, I've been talking about different aspects, whether from a medical point of view or as a socially aware, socially motivated, and socially conscious person. And I've been trying to document my feelings in the form of words and narratives to kind of share and find out what's the scenario, what's the status, what's the core situation in which we find ourselves almost 3 months down the line after this absolutely mayhem caused by the coronavirus epidemic. I pose myself a very realistic question. Where do I stand as a human being? Where do I stand as an individual? Where do I, exist in my stratosphere of mental, social, physical, as well as emotional well-being as an individual? And I'm not very sure whether I can really answer that question confidently. A lot of things are happening around me, and they seem to keep mushrooming like wild Congress grass or these wild plants, these creepers and climbers, which kind of invade and infest a forest and turn it into a shrubbery. So many of these things are pretty disturbing. Now, every day, whenever I access the Facebook or any of the media portals, I'm being poked and probed and bludgeoned by people asking me, am I still retaining my sanity? Do I need a course, a diploma or a degree or a certificate to understand my own psychology, to understand myself? If I need to really go and see a shrink or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, do I need help? Am I still in my levels of sanity acceptable to the human society? So that's a very disturbing feature. The next thing is I am hounded by calls from real estate brokers, property dealers, who offer, who tempt, who entice me to think that this is the moment of my lifetime when the real estate prices are at the rock bottom level and I need to find myself a palatial home and burn out all my savings for a rainy day otherwise I have kept. My simple question to all these people are, if it is such a lucrative rock bottom real estate market, why the hell don't you beg, borrow or steal or even rob a bank, get some money and buy yourself 4 new mansions? Or for all the psychologists parading their trade and poking me every morning whether I am in my sane state of mind, am I getting depressed, am I getting cuckoo, am I going loco? Why don't you stand in front of the mirror and see that aren't you losing your sanity? Aren't you getting crazy? Aren't you going loco? Thinking that you do not have enough of clientele to keep your life going, to keep your purse fattened enough, to keep you successful in putting 2 square meals on your table every day. And that's the reason probably you're going mentally berserk and trying to search for lunatics and depressed individuals in the world around you. Similarly, all the financial bankers and the financial gurus and the financial pundits, all of you who are offering in wholesale, in humongous, torrential, flooding scenarios, your financial advice, your financial counseling, your financial magic mantras, how we can multiply our money. I have the same request and suggestion for you. Why don't you start at home? Charity begins at home and then percolates outside. Why don't you first try and become a millionaire before you try to correct or resurrect my upliftment from pauperhood to a millionaire status? So the bottom line is, at the end of the day, as I feel that while we are all struggling to cope, to deal, to accept, to handle a situation which is unprecedented, unexpected, out of the blue, but then we human beings basically have a scavenger-like, vulture-like, predatory instinct within us. We try to seize opportunity to pick on every bit of flesh, bone, and blood available for the grabs moment we see that there is a situation of adversity or altered scenarios. And it's pretty shocking, and I think this is the reason why we have been reduced to this state of affairs. Now, amidst the hordes and the different million schools of different possible theories that are emanating, that are coming to light about the origin of the virus, but then as a simple human being, I feel that probably it's an act of overzealous ambition for power, greed, for absolute authority, or whatever. That there is an intense rivalry and a very bitter struggle going on, not only due for the creation of the virus, but now for finding a cure for this virus, the vaccine battle, the treatment modality battle, the contrasting, conflicting, and the combating theories and advisory battles between whether Fauci or different other schools and thought and different professors and different experts. At the end of the day, who is the confused lot? Who is the suffering lot? It's the general layman population. Whether it's the general street on the general American standing on the streets of New York or California, or the poor handcart puller in the streets of a small village in India, or some rice field, paddy field farmer in Cambodia or Thailand, or it's a corporate executive in Shanghai. It's eventually the ordinary person, the common man, the people who constitute the society who are paying the price for a handful of individuals and their whatever pretty unexplainable activities and actions and thought processes. Friends, at the end of the day, I really don't know whether I am myself in a position to advise or say something which can really satiate myself, soothe myself, calm myself. I just feel that I need to look after myself. This is my motto. I have to stay safe. I have to stay self-quarantined or self-isolated. I have to look after myself, because only if I live today can I wake up tomorrow to see if the world is worth living further on. We are gradually approaching a moment of time when everybody has to live for himself currently at this moment of time. And if we all start living safely, securely, isolatedly, and in good adherence to the established protocols of safety and health and hygienic guidelines, I think hopefully we will survive this moment of time now to then decide, making tall predictions and planning and charting the course of a future after this pandemic is a matter of thinking while floating in a hot air balloon, never knowing when the balloon may deflate and we may come crashing down on the ground. So friends, no more advice, no more big talks. Let us just live for the moment safely, securely, and let us live today to await a better tomorrow. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.